Okay, here's another live trade for you guys to see, and I actually sent this into the signals group, and we had to hold on to it for a little while because that's what the market does sometimes. But in essence, I'll explain why I took this trade, and here's the first take profit for the group. I already told them to take their money because I see it's bouncing and refusing to touch on the line. Sometimes it'll do that. And I always tell them, don't be greedy. Just take what the market's giving you if you want to just get in and get out. Me, I'm going to hold several of my positions for quite some time because I think it has potential to drop quite a bit more. But it's up to them. I've always given them the option. I just told them to go ahead and take some money off the table. But let me explain this trade to you, how we used it. So as you can see, this is gold on our new system called Simplicity. And so when the signal came in, it came in early, and we tried to hop into it off the 30-minute, and basically that was it. You know, it's sitting in the hot zone, in our red hot zone. We have our red arrows, we have our red resistance, and we have some lower confirmations and a couple other things that we do, which you'll learn as you go through the tutorial program. But after that, we just had to wait patiently for it to play out. As you see, it went sideways, and that will happen. Sometimes you can't force the market to hurry up. So the market went sideways for a little while, and then eventually it dipped and dropped. And so we're cashing in on that opportunity using our trading rules, because this does have trading rules. So if you decide to join the Super Easy Forex family, make sure to go through every step of the tutorial program. Do not skip a step, because it's not an impenetrable holy grail trading system. It wins tremendously well if you follow the rules. If you don't follow the rules or know what they are, then what's the point? Okay, so make sure when you join that you look through the short tutorials. They're very simple to follow, easy to understand, but you'll see why I took this trade. Once you go through the tutorial, you'll instantly know exactly why I took this trade, because it followed additional rules that I'm not going to show here on YouTube. But at the same time, you'll know what trades I do take and which ones to avoid. But this was just a natural beauty. It was just a Mona Lisa trade. Just couldn't pass this one up. Let me pull this on screen so you can see. This is the gold on the 1 hour. Look what it did last time, following the rules. Look at what it produced. And before that. And before that. See how just beautiful moves, beautiful, crisp, clean moves. And then here. And with this system, we do 1-to-1 risk ratio. That's why we're closing this one out at where we are on the 1-to-1 risk ratio. That's why we closed it out here, but it can be potentially held for longer terms. Okay. And we teach that as well. Here goes another trade, and I'm just pulling it back in history so you can see how well it performed. Look at that. Look. Okay. Let me take my auto scroll off so you guys can see this. You can see it. You can see it for yourself. Look at there. It's beautiful. Now again, it doesn't win 100% of the times, and you'll learn that. But you can clearly see that it can produce some tremendous amount of great wins for you, especially if you're doing the rules of the 1-to-1 risk ratio. Okay, you can clearly see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 and 1. You'll learn what this dot is. It's called our evidence dot. 7 and 1, 8 and 1, 9 and 1, 10 and 1, 11 and 1, 11 and 2, which you'll learn that one wouldn't even have been a loss to you because you would have known the rules and you wouldn't have even took that trade. But for you guys who don't have the system yet, we'll count it as 2, but in essence, you'll learn that's actually I'm not going to count it because everybody in the group knows you shouldn't have took this trade. There's a rule for that. That's why I said don't just throw this onto your charts and you're off and away without going through the rules. Okay, so we're 11 and 1, and we'll count this as a winner. pretty much, because we're closing. You can close it out. If it's tap dancing near your take profit, just close it. 11 and 1. So that's 12 and 1. We'll just say that's 12 and 1 on gold with this. So far, so good. All right. Just want to share this update every week. Pips parade.